Hey guys, what's up? It's Magma Cubing. Today I'm going to be going over my mains and goals for North American Championships 2024. Due to the fact that NAC is in Minneapolis, I am going to have to be traveling a pretty decent distance to get there. Therefore, I thought a mains and goals video is kind of proper just to show what I'm expecting for this comp, and it is a pretty huge comp. So these are the puzzles I'm going to be competing with. I'm going to go over my goals and what I'm using for each event. And yeah, that's basically it. For starting off, we have 2x2. So I'm either going to be using the GAN 251M Pro or the Volk 2M with MGC springs. I've had this cube for a long time. I got this cube yesterday as of filming, and I'm already really liking this cube. Turns a lot faster, a lot lighter, but I'm not used to it like my Volk, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be switching just yet. But either or, I'm fine with both of these. And in terms of 2x2, just the sub 4 average is fine. I don't really care about this event that much. I already have a 190 single and a 317 average, so anything sub 4 is honestly fine. If I get something better, I'll be happy, but this is not the event I'm focusing on. Next up, we have 3x3, and like I said in my review of this cube, I'm officially switching to the Weilong WRM V10 with springs. The ball core and the stability that this cube has is just impeccable. With break-in, it's only gotten better. It really just feels like a solid cube. It feels, after break-in, it's now feeling like a GTS 3M with a YS3M, kind of like if you combined the two. And I am in love with this puzzle. It's giving me great times, a lot more consistent, low 11, high 10 averages. And for 3x3, I would love to break my PR single and average. I think the average is definitely doable, single as well. I just have to have good turning on the day. Last time I broke my average, I think it was at NAC, so it's actually pretty cool that I'll be competing in this. So hopefully I'll get some good times with this cube, and that's basically it for 3x3. For 3x3 adjacent events, I'm going to be using the Guhong M Pro M with the 54mm size and springs. For OH, I'm horrible at OH, but this cube really makes me like practicing the event. And for NAC, just a sub 25 average would be nice, maybe a sub 20 single. I have both of those already in comps, so not really looking for much for this event, just kind of want to compete in it for fun. 4x4, I'm still using the Mystic Aosu WRM. This cube is just really broken in and it turns great for me. I also love the size, therefore I'm not really looking to switch to any new 4x4 soon. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be using. I would love to get maybe a sub 41 average and maybe PR single. I think I can get PR average, but I'm going to have really good turning on the day. And that's basically it for 4x4. So hoping for something good. 5x5, it's a similar story like 2x2. As of now, I think I'm going to be using the X-Man Hong. I know this is kind of a weird choice considering I have the GAN. I just find the size and the compact filling of the Hong to be a lot more pleasant when solving compared to the GAN. And also, if this may sound weird, this feels like more of like a classic 5x5, whereas this feels like just a new cube altogether. However, I still get really good times with this, so that's why I'm kind of considering using the GAN. It just depends on the day. But for now, I think I'm going to use the Hong. And no matter what I use, I'm looking for a sub 110 average, which would be PR, and maybe a sub minute single. I think it's definitely doable. I just have to have really good look ahead and efficiency while turning, especially for edge pairing. And that's basically it for 5x5. Hoping to do well in this event. 6x6, I'm using the Aoshi WRM. I'm looking for a sub 220 mean, which I think is definitely doable, and maybe a sub 2 minute single I think would also be nice. And that's basically it for 6x6. Not much to say here. 7x7, I'm using a Mystic Alfu Worm. I just got this cube. I've had a Mystic Worm before. The core stripped like 2 days ago, so I had to order this one quick so I could break it in time for NAC. And yeah, this cube performs really well. For 7x7, I may be looking for maybe a sub 345 mean and maybe a sub 330 single. But I don't really have many expectations for this event. I'm just basically competing in it since I qualified. Next up, we have side events. For I'm going to be using the Chi clock for clock. I don't really practice clock. I'm just happy I qualified this year compared to last year for Nats. And for clock, I'm just looking for maybe a sub 10 average. Right now, my PR average is a 10 flat. I don't use 7 simul flip or no flip. I just use basic beginner's clock method. I don't really see me practicing clock in the next couple of weeks. So as long as I get maybe like a sub 10 average, I'd be pretty happy. But other than that, I don't really have many expectations for this event. Megaminx is the biggest change for me. I'm actually going to be using the GAN UV. As you saw in my unboxing, I really like this puzzle. And with break-in and lube, this cube just became so much more viable for me. I think the size is pretty good. It's not too different. It's a little bit larger than the Pro, but not to the point where it hurts my hands. And I just feel like the puzzle itself performs phenomenally. Now, I think the Pro's still good, but I do think that since this cube doesn't really corner twist and it just moves so well, that I have to switch to this. I've been getting sub-minute singles recently, even low-minute averages. So as drastic of a drop this would be, I would hope to maybe have a sub 55 single and maybe a sub 102 average of 5. I think it's definitely doable. I just have to focus. I've been practicing Megaminx a lot lately, so I'm really hoping that this cube and my performance at NAC can give me the times I'm looking for. Minx, I finally switched to the standard way long. I'm looking for maybe a sub 5 average, maybe like a low sub 4. Definitely doable. I just have to be pretty good on my turning. I still am a top first solver, so I'm like basically a unicorn at this event. But yeah, I'm not expecting too much. I do like practicing Pyraminx, so I'm a little bit better than I should be, but not to the point where I think I'm going to do anything spectacular. So yeah, just the mid 4 or low 4 average I'd be pretty happy with. For the final WCA event, I'm going to be using the GAN Scube Enhanced. This is the UV variant. Also, UV doesn't do anything for the GAN Scube. I just got it because it was on sale. But yeah, I've gone through so many of these cubes. They're absolutely phenomenal, besides the fact that they break pretty often. But I'm hoping for a sub 3.5 average, and hopefully make second round and possibly finals. I did terrible at nationals last year. I got a 575, and I think the nerves got to me. So now that I know kind of how nerves work at these large competitions, I'm definitely looking for something a lot more competitively viable. So it's sub 3.5 I think is pretty doable for me. Maybe get my first sub 2 single. I'm at a 2.09 at the moment. So I definitely think it's doable just with good turning and scrambles. And if for whatever reason this cube breaks, I do have the backup of a Waylong maglev with the LBL core. This cube is also great. Not as good as the GAN after further testing, but definitely more competitively viable than any other Scube I have. And that's basically it for Scube. Really hoping to do well in this event. Hopefully the nerves don't get to me. Lastly, we have the non-WCA events. So I think there's 4 unofficial events being held at NAC. I'm competing in 2 of them, which happen to be on the same night. First is Mirror Blocks. I'm using the GAN. I don't think Mirror Blocks is a great event, but I know how to solve it, and I made cutoffs, so I thought, why not? Gives me something to do. And yeah, this is the only good Mirror Blocks. Not looking for anything at all in this event. It's kind of boring, but I want to compete in it anyway. And the most anticipated unofficial event, and maybe one of my top events I've been practicing for, I am going to be using the Diansheng FTO. I've only had this puzzle for maybe 4 days. I've already set so many PRs with this. I'm so excited that it's being held at NAC. Yeah, I'm really hoping to do well in this event. Definitely a big upgrade from my Lan. And yeah, just a great puzzle overall. I'm hoping to maybe get a sub 52 AO5, maybe a sub 40 single. You know what? Let's be ambitious. Sub 50, I would be happy to get an average of 5. This puzzle is really fun to solve. I recommend everyone give it a try. It is so fun. And yeah, I'm really excited to compete in this event for NAC. And that's basically it, guys. I know it's kind of a longer video just to explain what I'm using and what I'm going for, but I think it's pretty important since it is NAC, and I do like doing these videos. I think it's important to see what hardware other cubers are using. That way you can kind of gauge the market. And that's basically it for this video. I am leaving to San Antonio for a family trip before I even go to NAC. That's why this video is coming out so early. But I am hoping to see everyone do well at NAC who's attending. If you have any other comps, hope you do well there. And that's basically it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.